Time.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we're good.
We're good.
Anyways, back at it. How is everybody? How did your teams do? I hope everybody had a great,
I know.
I almost said Super Bowl Sunday.
Because it's Monday and
It
we're
is Monday.
yes. Long day today. But yeah, it seems we have Monday Night Football tonight with the Redskins cheerleaders. Obviously, it's a home game for them, so we're kind of missing the game. So we'll have to watch later on to see how they're doing out there.
Yeah, so what other updates do we have for Cheer Chat?
So after the Super Bowl thing, let's see. So we've been doing a little, updating, keeping an eye on things. Obviously, it's for all of the NBA teams that went co-ed. We want to see how life is going, right? And what they're posting about their new team. And so the 916 crew ended up posting like a promo video with everybody dancing. And, it seems like a pretty diverse squad. You got different body types, different ages, I'm sure it looks like. What were your impressions of it? We'll link it below, but you're definitely getting a better picture of like what they're doing and what they're going to be putting out there on the court.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think it was a really good variety. There was some like tricks and really technical dancers along with like hip hop. It was a really cool promo video, and I think it's going to translate really well on the NBA arena type of things. And I think we're kind of seeing that's hard to translate in an NFL arena.
Yeah, let's talk about
field.
that because I think that's the part that I struggle with going to our games for the Seahawks, because it's not that there's an issue with the actual product in terms of product. I'm in work mode, okay? But in terms of like the entertainment value of what the team is doing, like they are doing some amazing choreography. I think Shannon Perez has been featured a few times with the choreography that the Seahawks dancers have done, and it looks great. It's amazing. I think it's a challenge with NFL games to really have the right spacing to give the right effect to the choreography, because I think during the come out, which is what we call our pregame performance, especially when you're spread out across the center of the field, it kind of sometimes takes away from the impact of like the choreography and what they're doing. Like they look better when they're kind of like squeezed in. And so, not even better from our view, which we're kind of, front row ish, not from up high. But I just think you really have to play with all dimensions of the stadium to really get the best view of the choreography. And I kind of feel like sometimes the choreography seems better for a smaller arena with a smaller stage, if that makes any sense. But still great job. I mean, it's just kind of like, it's like something's not connecting, and I almost think it's just like squish them in a little bit more.
And with the weather element, like we haven't really seen good weather for
Poor
Seattle
Seahawks fans
games.
have been getting like poured on like the past 2 games, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of good for if you're not doing like huge technical moves, you're not slipping on the turf. But for the same point, it's even harder to see because there's rain.
Yeah.
It's different. So still adjusting, I think.
Yeah. But we're excited to keep watching, and Lord knows how many games we'll be able to go to, but it was really cool to be back and watch them. So, but yeah, we're checking out that 916 crew. What's the next? Okay, so we're going to talk about Cleveland right now. So it looks like the Powerhouse Dancers have their team, and they look pretty diverse too, and they aren't showing too much of what they've been up to, but the Cleveland dads, the dancing dads. Do you want to talk about their little video clip?
Yeah, so they had a promo video, which we'll link down below, but it was kind of silly, and it reminds me of the Maineiacs.
Pretty much. It's like Maineiacs 2.0.
It's just like being silly and goofy and like you're a dad, so you qualify. I did see some like choreographer trying to teach them the moves, but again, it's more of a joke than anything.
It's almost like just let them have one big dad bod freestyle where they just kind of like go out onto the court for that minute of a routine, and instead of them doing choreography, just let them show their unique, whatever made them special enough to make the team. Let them goof around and do some weird moves and rub their belly or whatever they're gonna do, and just let that be the entertainment. Don't try to make a dance team out of it. Like, let's be real, guys. Like, this is my favorite. Like, what is that damn thing called?
A meme.
The meme. But anyway, I don't understand what the purpose of that, like, for entertainment value is. I just don't think you're going to get the same effect of like an all-male dance group, especially if it's on the premise of them just having dad bods and being a dad. I mean, there's no other basis for it, but to try to turn them into a dance team is kind of like just a crock of crap. Do you guys like it when I don't curse? I don't know. I feel like I'm being like Miss Prissy Missy.
You're being fine. Okay, what
Can
else?
I just scream one in? No, I'm just kidding. I won't curse unless it's really necessary.
What else? This is a good thing.
Yeah.
I can't say it. Bajan?
Bayesian? Okay. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but we think it's super cool that the Brooklynettes have, for the past couple of years, I believe, have been going down to Barbados and conducting auditions. I don't know if it's what the tie-in is with their team. If somebody knows, please tell us. But they go down there, and it's obviously so beautiful. One of my favorite islands I've been to, and they conduct auditions, and then they pick. I think they picked around 6 or 7 dancers, it looked like, but they come up to Brooklyn and perform for their Bajan. What did you say? Bajan?
No.
Bajan?
Bajan.
Bajan? Whatever, we'll get it right. But they have a themed night in Brooklyn, and they get to come up and perform. And so the Brooklynettes are killing it all the time. Like, their choreography is crazy, and they seem to do so many cool things for that team. So that would be a cool game for us to go to.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to a Brooklynet game.
I just am curious
I
how
call
they
it a Brooklynet game. Like, it's
all about them.
It is.
Let's
right?
be real. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I mean, some other teams have like international aspects to their auditions. Obviously, we know people come from all over for Dallas. Cowboy cheerleaders. Miami has a very diverse team. I don't know if they do the auditions in other countries kind of thing, but we think it's great to have a little international flavor.
Yeah. It definitely feels like a Monday. Okay, can I get like some hearts or something?
Mercury's about to be in retrograde too.
Really?
Yes,
That's
for like the whole. I forget. I know it's happening around my birthday, but like it's a long time, like a month or something of Mercury in retrograde action. So be prepared for the weird-ish to pop off. It's coming. I feel it too. People are talking and I can't read. What are they saying?
People are just joining, I think.
I thought that's a comment.
We'll get real close.
Okay. Ooh, guys. Okay, so we asked for some lacrosse cheerleaders or dancers to reach out to us, and guess who's gonna get some people together?
Sunrose.
Yes.
Yay.
So our girl Sunrose cheered for the what is it called? The bombshells.
Yeah, bombshells.
Spokane bombshells.
No, they were up north.
Well, they were on the east side, though, weren't they?
No, I thought they were just like the Bothell.
See how little we know? Anyways,
Bothell bombshells.
Bothell bombshells?
I think it was, actually.
Okay. Regardless, we're gonna get a group of them together, and they're gonna break it all down for us. And so we're super excited to talk to them and learn all about what game day is like for them, like just the differences. Obviously, Sunrose is cheered in the NFL with the Seahawks, but getting their group of girls together and just kind of talking about just everything. I want to hear all things. So
they're still active. I think they're just in Vancouver.
Right.
So they're in Canada now.
Well, and so if there are others that want to share about your teams, like, we definitely welcome it. I just want to reiterate, like, we're doing our best to try to recruit current dancers to the mix. We do have our episode with Candace coming up from the Washington Redskins cheerleaders. We want to follow up with her because we are going to be looking at the calendar or magazine that they did, and so we want to hear about that launch party, so we have to do a part 2 to our interview. So that's coming. But if you guys think that you could get approval from your directors and you'd like to talk to us, please reach out, because we understand that sometimes it gets a little sticky, but we're doing our best. Okay.
Anyways, last bit of info in terms of updates is the Orlando Magic now announced their auditions, or had their auditions for the 407.
They didn't add on crew, so let's give them a round of applause. Thanks for not making it the 407 crew, Orlando. We appreciate it. Yeah,
Coed hip hop team. So,
and they're doing the same thing that like some of these other teams are, in terms of just having, you know, the 55 and older. They have the kids crew. Oh no, I don't think they pick kids this time. But they have like a stunt team that they're adding. What else?
Drumline, Hype Squad, Interactive Hype Squad, which nobody really asked for, but okay.
Hype me up. We need to go to an NBA game and see how hype
it
gets. Like, they must be giving away something beyond t-shirts these days to get that hype.
True.
But, you know, whatever. We still do not have much of an update on the Dallas Mavs, okay? What are they doing? We still don't know. And the Philadelphia Sixers, what's going on with them, guys? Like, we haven't seen anything. about auditions. Their website's all jacked up. It hasn't been updated. We are excited to talk to someone that I know from my days in Philly who danced with the Sixers for quite a while, but lots of experience, and I think she has some thoughts and insight onto what these changes are and how they're impacting Philly. And if you guys know any tea, let us know too. Is tea like outdated? I feel like I'm saying like an ancient term. Okay. Cheerleading tea. Anyway.
Cheerleading tea.
But I think that kind of captures it. So this episode is called Fingers Crossed. Should we even drop it? No, it's a secret. We're not even going to tell you. It's going to be fire this week though, guys. Why are you looking at me
well,
scared?
because I'm like, that's true. We can't even say what we have planned, but we need some like scheduling things to go through, right?
Yes, we're just fingers crossed, hoping that everything will
approval.
work out with some approval so that we can launch an episode this week that we don't want to wait on anymore. We did some interviews over the summer with some really cool people and who have really busy schedules, and so we just want to make sure that it all lines up. But you're in for a treat this week regardless.
This Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's everything. Kind of a short little one.
Is that all we have to talk about?
I think so.
I feel like I'm like leaving something major out. Okay. This is why we need you guys to tell us what else is going on in our world so that we can make sure we're keeping up with the Joneses or the Kardashians. Did you hear? Okay, let's talk about the Emmys. I didn't watch them all. Did you guys watch them?
Oh, I saw an update today about that.
That Kim Kardashian and those guys got clowned?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't get for what. I don't really watch those shows.
They made some comment about like how unscripted it is, and everybody in the audience laughed. Like, maybe they just made
Because
that
it
up.
is scripted.
Whatever.
No,
It's
they totally
scripted.
film it over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, are there any other current events we need to discuss?
Mercury's in retrograde, so that's
Yeah.
kicking off right now. I can tell. Maybe you guys could comment and
Let's
say,
fight back.
fight back against Mercury?
F
How?
Mercury. And I'm sick of that shit. It's happening around my birthday, and I really don't appreciate it. So I'm going to be fighting the good fight to not be all upside down. You guys, we are, okay, poll. I'm just random. Am I so random?
No,
but
you're
like,
great.
so we're doing a trip to Oktoberfest, which is like this area in Washington called Leavenworth. That's like a little German village. I've never been. Clearly, I don't know anything about it. Who has gone to like a Oktoberfest themed function before?
Not me.
You haven't either?
No.
Okay, I'm having technical difficulties trying to figure out what freaking costume is even appropriate for this whole situation. If you have ideas and thoughts or cute pictures that you'd like to share, send them to us.
Yeah, tag us.
I need ideas.
We'll be posting photos for sure.
Don't
We'll go in a
laugh
few
at me,
weeks.
okay, if I'm like the Black Swiss Miss doll that doesn't know how to freaking dress for this whole thing, but we will be posting.
It'll be fun.
Don't laugh. I'm going so I don't get fined. I love my girls. We're going to have a blast, but it'll be quite an adventure, especially for somebody who doesn't drink beer. All right.
I think that's it. High five.
We're trying to get used to this, you know, but we love you, and thanks for listening, and just stay tuned for Wednesday. You do not want to miss it. Did you guys love our Derek interview, though? Just P.S., like, was it not bomb?
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that episode.
We could tell because you guys listen to it a lot. So thank you, Derek, for that wonderful interview. It was just really enlightening to hear, and we definitely hope that they follow your lead as we watch these Coed dance teams unfold with the season starting. NBA is coming up pretty soon. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, until next time, tune in live.
Keep your eyes on the sidelines. Make good choices, you guys.
Beware of Mercury in retrograde.
Yes. You guys be safe out there and have a great week, okay? Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.